please indulge me for a second and talk about the fashion, because it was like a feast for the eyes watching this. And of course, your character is like the complete opposite of
You didn't really get
everything.
to play like that.
I know, but what's amazing is I watched the show and I'm like, oh, I want to dress like Linda. So she's kind of my muse.
What did she say? This is Linda and she wears too much denim.
Yeah, exactly. But it was incredible.
Do you work, Maxine?
God, no.
You want to work.
God, no. You really want all this.
More than anything I've ever wanted in my whole life.
At a time of such divide in
Right.
this country to, take a step back to 1969, as though we've progressed when we haven't, and consider everyone fighting, everyone longing to be a member of the club,
Yeah.
while right outside your door, right on the other side of town, the rest of the world is fighting for equity, justice, belonging
Right.
in their own way.
Right.
And you can be completely blinded to it. And that dichotomy was really fun to look at, and in the lens of something so
Sort of able to say some stuff
wildly
Yeah.
fun.
that you care about, but do it in a way that, it's not like a lesson.
Yeah.
You're not getting taught a lesson so much as you're getting to enjoy something and then think a little bit.
So, in my head, this is kind of how I feel like you guys came up with the cast. Let's just think of every, one of the funniest dang on people in Hollywood, the funniest women, and then, why don't we just try to get Carol Burnett? I feel like that's how the
pretty much.
conversation
That's
went.
exactly how it went.
Yes.
That's it.
And then when you approach Carol Burnett, what is that conversation like? Is there, okay, we got our pitch together, we're gonna do this, and was it an immediate yes? I can't imagine having to pitch to Carol Burnett.
I mean, I have to say, being raised around an actor mother who also, like her beloved friend Jane Fonda, they were producers
Yeah.
and trying to produce at a time that was very hard as actresses in Hollywood. And I watched them call their friends. And so as an actor and a producer, I felt so lucky to be able to explain to fellow actors why I thought we were, creating something special,
Yeah.
that hopefully they would have freedom and safety to break boundaries and just have an amazing time, and that we could promise them a safe and warm and kind space to do it in.
Let me tell you a little something about the Palm Royale. It's a nightmare, and that's all thanks to you.
Don't underestimate a Delacourt.
I would never.
Which to feel like you have ownership as producers to create a great space for people feels amazing, and an equitable space. So, cold calling Carol Burnett and cold
does that?
calling Kristen Wiig, and
Wait,
just
okay.
asking.
I gotta dig deeper than that. You cold called Carol Burnett.
Well, she can
and
do that. I can't do that.
Well, I don't
Dern
know.
can do that.
I don't know that I
Laura,
can,
how
but
does that go?
You just kind of pretend at knowing someone somehow. But I think, it takes all of us working together to figure out the right way to honor and respect and obey.
Robert, shake me another martini, and then let's play doctor.
You know, as a producer, what an opportunity that is to learn from someone who is telling you stories that Lucille Ball told her about what it is to be a producer, and to have to sort of take the reins and be a boss,
Yeah.
and how to do that, and the obstacles you might have to overcome, and to listen to someone who is an elder in this industry, who was taught by an elder
the
in this
blueprint.
industry.
Yeah,
it's,
I mean,
it's
that's incredible.
What a gift.
Yeah, she really, her and Lucille Ball are the prototype for
Totally.
this,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so you make the cold calls, and then you get the yes, and you make the cold call to Kristen Wiig, and you get the yes, and you have Leslie Bibb, and you have Allison Janney. I mean, I know you said it's a safe space, but was it just laugh after laugh? Yeah. Who cracked the most? Who was able to? Was it you?
I don't know. Wig cracks a little.
Yeah. Honestly, everybody, I have to say, everybody together had the time of their life.
Yeah.
In Palm Beach, a secret is like a loaded gun.
No.
You never know when it will go off, or who it might hit.
I have a bone to pick with y'all. I sat down to watch a couple episodes before coming to sit with you. I binged them all.
Yay! I love
couldn't
that.
Stop watching this. It's so damn campy and good and delicious, all the things. It really, really is. Like when you stepped on set, because it really does feel like you're transformed back to 1969. Did you feel like you were stepping back in a time machine?
Every day.
You're in over your head. And girl, you don't even know it.
I am never in over my head. It would be disrespectful to my hairdresser.
Touche.
You've been developing for 5 years, but what made you decide, okay, this is what we want to
So
do?
we read the book that
Yeah.
Juliet McDaniel wrote called Mr. and Mrs. American Pie. And she had created this incredibly delicious, sort of aspirational look at this sort of 1% world that really nobody ever, hardly anybody ever gets to break into. And it was a fun set of very complicated, entertaining women. And we thought that was a great springboard to jump into building a world that might expand out a bit more and then also be able to talk about issues that we're concerned about, that we care about.
We don't know you.
I'm Maxine Delcourt, but I already knew the Palm Royale, the most exclusive club in the world, was where I belonged.
Evelyn, you are the woman to know in Palm Beach.
I don't like you, Maxine.
We really did have this amazing community together that we got to be at play and make it fun. And, you know, to see something come to fruition where you can get away with what you want to say and, you know, afford everybody a great time. And because we developed for a long time and I didn't know as a producer if I would be involved as an actor or not. And so we were mapping out if I could play a lead or when the time came to do it that I was unavailable for certain periods of time. And Abe came up with this, you know, amazing character so that I could be part of it in this way as well.
I mean, to say, in terms of breaking, I had to walk out, excuse myself from set because Laura did a scene with Julia Duffy that I still can't watch without crying with laughter.
I think
and
we
I had to
all,
leave
Julia
because I
would
was
make
blowing
us all
takes.
laugh so hard.
She's
Oh
the
my-
I was
funniest,
so happy to see her
Yeah.
in this. So happy to see Julia Duffy.
unreal. She's so funny.
I do have to ask because we do officially know that Big Little Lies is coming back for the new season. I mean, are you ready to step back into Renata? We miss her, and I mean, she's the complete 180.
It's my house and I live here.
I miss
Linda.
her. I will miss her, and I will jump at any opportunity to be in those terrifying shoes again. Gorgeous, but terrifying.
She is the villainess supreme.
I will not be rich.
I love her, and you know, with the best friends possible. I mean, we've become such a family, so that would be an amazing dream.